Hello, Ryan here with another episode of Try My Darling, and I'm really excited about the game that I am going to be playing for this episode. And it's not Bayonetta or Bayonetta 2, which I'm very excited about, but today I'm going to be playing Samurai Aces. And as you can see on the icon here, it's Samurai Aces for Nintendo Switch. And I'm a big fan of the developer. I guess it's Psycho, whatever. If you look at my 2017 top 30 games, there are definitely some Psycho joints in there, including Gunbird and Strikers 1945, which were both released on Switch. And this game, Samurai Aces, is exciting because it's actually the first game developed by Psycho. So it's really cool that it's getting a release on the Switch. I'll put it on the middle difficulty here. But yeah, Zero Div is the developer who has been releasing these games on Switch. Psycho is not around as a developer anymore. They haven't been since 2003. But they have their games have been re-released on PlayStation 2. And now they're getting a lot of re-releases on the Switch, which is awesome. So yeah, this game, Samurai Aces, kind of I don't know. It sets a precedent for, I guess, what would be considered the Psycho style of shooters, which are just, generally not exactly bullet hell shooters, but still pretty intense, even on just the middle difficulty level that I'm on now. You are definitely dodging projectiles, but they're not exactly cave shooters, which also have their own style, which are definitely bullet hell, with just screens just covered in bullets. I don't know. I feel like the Psycho shooters kind of maintain this middle ground between bullet hell and the classic 8 and 16-bit style shooters that involve some degree of reflexes and maybe some pattern memorization, but you don't have to have superhuman powers, especially if you play these games on the easier difficulties, which definitely gets quite a bit easier if you drop it down to difficulty level 1. But yeah, it's really cool that these games have been releasing on Switch. I find them to be really, really enjoyable. there's definitely some interesting localization happening in them. But yeah, I mean, these games are like $8 a pop, and they actually, I can pop over here real quick. Different screen filters in here. It actually just reminds me a ton of like the Hamster Neo Geo arcade archives. Like this menu is like almost exactly the same, which is very interesting. I wonder what the connection is between these developers, but yeah, so pretty solid options here. Oh boy, what did I do here? So it looks like I changed the orientation of the display. Yeah, that's an interesting thing you can do. I guess if you want to play in Tate mode, you definitely can. With, you know, that's one of those cool things about the Switch, that it can be, you know, held horizontally, I guess. You can do that if you want in portable mode. However, I am playing on my PC monitor, and not much I can do about that. So there's my my bomb, my special attack here. Drop a couple of those on this boss. It's a stinker. Holy Tomboy Miko. Yeah, these games have so much personality, and they're so fun to play. I mean, like, really, any of the Psycho games on Switch are, I feel like, are a good starting point. Like, Strikers 1945 has that, oof, I mean, like, brutalized here, has that, like, Capcom 1942 style feel to it, of like biplanes and everything, but you know, it really kind of plays almost exactly like this. And obviously this has the Sengoku Samurai era vibe to it, and then Gunbird is like super anime, like mid-90s style anime. So, you know, whatever your jam is, there's pretty much a Psycho vertical shooter for it. And you know, if you've read the blog or listened to me talk about these games before, I'm a huge fan of Cannon Spike, which was released on the Dreamcast back in the day. It was like a Psycho developed game with like Capcom characters in it, and that's my personal favorite Psycho game. So that's the one that I really hope eventually gets a Switch release. That one might be tricky because of you know, the Capcom characters and license and everything. It's got like Cammy and Mega Man in it, but I would love to see that get a release on Switch, especially considering I don't think it's like ever really been re-released. But that game is a little bit different than your typical Psycho vertical shooter. It's more of like a... It's kind of a shooter, but it's also kind of a brawler. It's I don't know, it really combines a lot of genres. It feels like a boss rush game in some ways. Oh my goodness. This is brutal right now. Fortunately, I have it set to unlimited continues, so I can just keep continuing if I need to. But yeah, Cannon Spike, so awesome. Would love to see that on Switch, but in the absence of that, I'm really excited that I would assume we're eventually going to get Gunbird 2, which was a hot jam on the Dreamcast, and there's still like quite a few Psycho games that I've never played. I know there's 1945-3 that I've never played, and a few others I've never seen. So I'm hoping that these do well enough that we can, it's sustainable to keep releasing Psycho games on. Oh my god. On the Switch. I'm a huge fan, even though, as you can see here, I'm not super great at them. I should have put the difficulty to level 1, maybe. I'll try to focus a little bit more here. I just got so excited talking about Cannon Spike. God. This is brutal. Ah! Crazy mecha ninjas. So hard. Yikes. Ah! Bummer. Yeah. I guess I'll give it one more try. Yeah, I will say I was playing some of this earlier, and I was playing on the easiest difficulty level, and it's very, very manageable, even for someone who's not great at these shooters, like myself. But even despite not being great at these games, I do really, really enjoy playing them. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do any better on this round. Okay, I have one more life going into this fight than I did last time. Let's see if this works out any better. Oh, so far, not really. Alright, last life, last go at it. Ooh. Got it. Okay, so I guess this video will go on a little bit longer. I love just like the absurdity of this, like in this shooter happening in like samurai, like Sengoku era castles and shrines and stuff. Like, that's just great. Ugh. Pretty awesome enemy design. Kinda love it. Uh-oh. Another just amazing enemy design here. Nice. Kind of creepy with the whole no sound thing happening here. Ooh, that's terrifying. Wonder if I'm towards the end, maybe? Whoa, boy. Oh my god. Brutal. Let's build up my shots here. Oh. For what it's worth. Oh my god. So hard. I've been playing with the analog stick on the Switch Pro controller here, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe I should custom. Whoa. or acclimate myself with the D-pad. Maybe a bit more precision, or if I should finally just invest in a Switch arcade stick, which I feel like is inevitability at this point. Whoa. Uh-oh. What's this? Okay, I think I might be, I think I'm spent. Here, that was, it returns to the title. That's, some creepy, Silence of the Lambs stuff there, but, yeah. I think for me, maybe playing a couple difficulty levels below, below 4, which is apparently easy, but yeah, maybe a few levels lower might be a better fit for me, but you know, that's great that it's there, and you know, if you are super good at these games, you could go up even higher on the difficulty levels, so fun times, fun stuff. But yeah, these Psycho shooters on Switch are so good, you really can't go wrong with any of them. Yeah, I would say definitely find the one that has the aesthetic that fits you, and grab it. I mean, they're $8. It's a pretty sweet deal, and they are great ports. So, yeah, give these games a shot. As for myself, you can check out our blog at nintendofunclubpodcast.com. You can subscribe to the podcast on iTunes or whatever else. You can subscribe to our videos on YouTube if you'd like. And as for myself, you can follow me on Twitter at BrawnDwarf, BrawnDwarf. So, thank you a ton for tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.